God damn, it's not even full yet. Anyways, let's continue this. Saturday, my second most favorite day of the week. This is almost entirely due to the fact that it's the day with the second least amount of school, with class ending at the beginning of lunch. I opened my door confidently, myself being more than confident at being able to get enjoyment out of the fine weather and shorter class length. I confidently stride down the hallways and down the stairs to the lobby of the male dorms. Confidently look behind me to see whose footsteps are approaching. I lose my confidence in this day being more enjoyable. Hey man, what's up? Not much. I guess I was looking forward to the afternoon. You? He wraps his arm around my snub shoulder far too comfortably. Something's up. Let's step outside, shall we? I was just about to, before you stopped me. He doesn't take my reaction to his theatrics well. Ignoring him, I walk outside and start down the steps. It doesn't take him too long for him to catch up with me again. I wonder if he wants money or to rant about another conspiracy. Maybe both. I've got a bone to pick with you. It's about that blondie. You know what I'm talking about. Conspiracy it is. For a moment I contemplate feigning ignorance, but realize this will go quicker if I just let it. Lilly? No, goddamn, wrong voice. Lilly, the one from your class? You're on first names terms with her. He looks positively shocked at this development. Do you not expect me to be able to answer? He gathers himself, coughs into his fist, dramatically, like everyone does. Well, never mind that. I need to hear you warn you. You know, man to man. Warn me about what? Lilly? Yeah, you don't know her, man. It's mostly true. I only know her and Hanako for less than 2 weeks, and even then, we've just been exchanging banal chatter about school while away lunch. I'm pretty sure you don't either. That's not the point. You're the one spending inordinate amounts of time with her. It distresses me that someone like Kenji, who's probably as far out of the loop as one could possibly get, know about such trivial fact as who I choose to befriend. Then again, I am a transfer student, and she's not the representative of their class, but also a tall blonde. Maybe I should approach this ranting as a warning that the rumor mill exists in this school and that I'm firmly within it. It's just lunch, nothing special. Look, man, under the bridge, see this bridge? You're under it. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do to get intel. I just wanted to make sure you don't end up too far under the bridge. You're losing me, Kenji. That's okay, lots of people get lost. That's why I'm here to help you. Just be careful around her, okay? She looks all harmless on the outside, but I heard shit. Bad shit. You know, the student council, right? Seems to involuntarily shudder as he says the word. Yeah. Putting him and Shizune together in a room in an amusing mental exercise, I wonder if they've met. Yeah, Shizune and Misha in my class. I seem to have dodged the draft. Good man. Good man. But this blonde, she was there in the student council. Right. Damn. There. I see. And she's not there now. That's that. Seriously, think about it. Something must have gone down. I've stopped walking for a moment, given the idea of more thought than I probably should. It would explain that fight the two had, at least in part. Wait, no, not really. Even leaving the student council would need a catalyst. In the end, it doesn't explain much after all. Other than the fact that the feuds got back someday. Guess you have a point. I'm not seeing how this really affects me, though. Okay, now field this one. Lily's foreign, obviously. Obviously. Now what nationality is she? I opened my mouth to give the answer, but realized I have none. In fact, I've given the matter very little thought. Given that she has no accent and acts perfectly Japanese, I suppose it never really seemed important. Now that he mentions it, though, I'm rather curious. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe English? They like tea. I probably shouldn't resort to stereotypes, but that's the only lead I have. You're not thinking. Luckily, you have me here to thank you for it. For you. Gee, thanks. He brushes off the quip effortlessly. Now answer me this. Who has a lot of social power? If filthy, stinking rich, you know. Blondies are all rich, right? Have a long history of dispute and used to belong to a much larger organization. The Roman Catholic Church? Well, okay, there's that. There's also the Mafia, come on. Rich, foreign. There's no way she doesn't have connections to them. I have reasoned out the logic of his deductions, but he shows no signs of stopping. Ugh. So do you know where I think she's from? Italy? Mainland Italy. Small time, dude. She has to be from Sicily. All those mafioso types come from there. Wait, no. Russia! Damn, this could be bad. Mafia there is serious businessmen. KGB everywhere. Paramilitaries, hardcore smuggling, and... Wait. Stop. Just slow down a sec. What point are you trying to get to out here? You don't know what she'll do, man. I won't get in your way. Agents don't operate like that, but I just want you to be careful. When the time comes, we'll need all the help we can get. I don't want to lose you, comrade. Well, at least he's concerned for me, kind of. Even though he did say comrade, which makes him a Russian. Anyways, I wave goodbye to him as we separate out in respective classes, but I'm not sure that he sees the gesture. Piling my books into my bag, I catch a glimpse of the library books I borrowed last week. Might as well return them, considering they took all the 2 days to finish. I briefly considered inviting her along to the library, but she's already gone. Probably be better off for my studying if I a quick stretch and away to a couple of classrooms. Give the same to me, I make my way out of the classroom. As I open my bags and shove the books through the return slots, in that front counter, I noticed a strange person behind the desk. Old and graying, she must be Yoko's replacement, and she's working at the cafe. I began looking for a free table, a task made somewhat difficult considering that, despite that there not being many students in here, they're all sitting at their own tables. Noticing a familiar head of hair, I walked over to one near the braille section. It's hard to tell whether Lilly's concentrating harder or not. Her placid expression holding perfectly still as her fingers slide across the dot-filled pages of her book. Hi, mind if I sit here? No, no problem at all. She trails off, evidently still focused on her business at hand. Isao. She gives a nod of greeting as I sit opposite her at the table, pluck a chemistry textbook out of my bag, and quickly thumb to the chapter we're covering and closed. For a while we sit there and read each in our own way. Seeing her reminds me of what Kenji said this morning, though. That and the fact that I've never seen someone read in braille before makes me keep throwing glances at her. I kind of feel guilty about it, given that she has no way to realize I'm doing so I decided to just ask her about it. Her lineage isn't exactly a state secretly after all, and there's another thing I've just noticed from her movement. Hey, Lilly, may I ask a question? Not at all. Is anything wrong? I was just wondering, you're at least part foreign, right? She gives a small giggle before setting down her books. I've always been amused at how squeamish people are about that. Akira's mentioned how much she and I look different from most others before. The details are a bit complicated, but I'm half Japanese, half Scottish. Scottish? That was not exactly my first guess. It takes some effort to not blurt it out so loud. I try to conjure images of the place in my mind. I think as far as the UK goes, Scotland isn't bad to live in, but I'm not really sure. My first guess of English was surprisingly close, at least geographically. That does leave another question, though. But you have no accent. That's where the details begin. I was born and raised in Japan, despite my father being foreign. Actually, I kind of have an accent. I can do an English accent, but I don't know. But anyways, I get it. Hold on, if she moved into the dorms simply due to Kira working longer hours, so they don't live near the school? She gives a small sigh as if she didn't expect me to go any deeper. Was her previous frankness just a front? Not exactly. It's been a long time since we've actually met. I feel like I'm not getting the whole story, but I don't really want to go unduly prying into a situation. Her about face shows she's kind of feels awkward about it. So, do you speak much English? To be honest, I don't know that much about Scotland, but at least I know that's the main language there. Takes a moment to collect herself, appreciating the changing topics. That's right. My family mostly used Japanese around the house when I was young, but they made sure Kira and I knew our Scottish side just as well. I'm fluent in the language, but I'm also studying in school to keep my skills up and to have the qualifications on paper mainly. So you're bilingual. That's pretty impressive. I wouldn't get that far. Having parents who can speak the language is a large advantage, and English books in Braille aren't too hard to buy or import, with Yuko's help at least. There's a relatively high demand for local English teachers here anyways, which also helped give me some motivation to learn it well. Demand for English teachers. For a moment, I wonder why she brought this up. You're planning to become an English teacher? She gives an enthusiastic nod. It must be nice having such a definite future in mind. Never really given much thought to mine, so I'm kind of envious. What's wrong? It's just, I could see you as a teacher pretty easily. It suits you. For a moment, she's speechless. She lowers her face a little and lets out a nervous giggle, something I've never seen her done so before. With Lily's role as a class rep and her dependable nature, teaching does seem to be a line of work fitting for her personality. Sorry, that was probably a little too much. It is true, though. Waving her hand in front of her face dismissively, she quickly recovers. It's not that, it's just only one person has ever said that to me before. A short, somewhat awkward silence follows the discussion. Without knowing it, I'd ended up staying into a troublesome topic again. I should try to cheer her up a little. It was me who went and got her brooding after all. Want to go grab some lunch after the cafeteria after this? It might perk her up a bit, or at least take her mind off of her apparently complicated family situation. Going up by a smile, it seems to have the intended effect. I appreciate the thought, but the food there. Quite a quick redirection of the conversation. She does have a point, though. The food there isn't the greatest. Maybe the Shanghai? We could ask Kaneko if she wants to come as well. What is it? I almost forgot until you reminded me. Hanuko's birthday is coming up soon, and I was going to go shopping in the city for a present tomorrow. If that's an invitation, I'd be happy to accompany you. The ability to get more used to the layout of the city would probably be a good thing. I have barely set foot in there, so I'd be hopelessly lost by myself. Oh god, I think I'm losing my voice. She gives a nod, signaling that she happily approves of the plan for Sunday. We eventually get back to our books, though, before I begin reading again. Steal one last glance at her. Maybe I've been thinking of my situation too much. After all, everybody here would have their own unique circumstances. A chance to get outside and clear my head would probably do me crude. And now I think I am sure that's... Oh gosh. How many minutes? Man, you know what? I'm just gonna keep playing. Why not? Let's go all in. Because I think I'm more of a quick reader.